Hi friend, today let's chat about middle school. In fact, let's chat about my 7th grade curriculum picks for the 2023-2024 school year. So I'm just going to take some time real quick and show you just an overview of the curriculum that she will be using and the things that we're just going to be doing for her 7th grade year. So let's get started and look through Christiana's 7th grade year. So here I have English first as the first heading for our subjects, and then under that I have language, literature, speech, and composition. The next subject is math. Then I have social studies, which the subjects under social studies are geography, history, and civics. Under that, I have science. This year, Christiana will be doing chemistry and physics. Next is physical development, and I have that broken down into safety, health and physiology, and physical education. Next is foreign language, and this year we will be studying a foreign language, so I have that noted here on our curriculum plan. Next is fine arts, and I have that broken down into music and art. And then I have the subject life skills. And then the last subject I have here is Bible. So let's just walk down through the subjects. I'm going to tell you what I've chosen for her for this coming school year. And I am going to put together a separate video that will just kind of talk to you a little bit more about middle school and the research that I did behind that and how that changed some of the things that we decided to do this year in school. So I'll save that for another video, but today let's chat about 7th grade English. So the first subject I have here under English is language. And Christiana will be finishing up this first language lessons level 4. This is the first language lessons for the well-trained mind. And we've been doing this book, I don't know, maybe 3 years now. We've been just slowly progressing through it. I have just been doing enough grammar that we keep the information fresh and we just continue to learn, but it's not something that we're doing every single day. And so we will be finishing up this level 4 here this coming school year. And then Christiana will also be doing this Evan Moore Building Spelling Skills. This is for grade 6. She started this book last year and got about halfway through it. Again, spelling isn't necessarily something that we worked on every single day. And so I was completely happy with how far she got along, the words that she was learning, how she has grown in her spelling skills this past year. So we're going to stick with and finish this Evan Moore Spelling Grade 6, and that will be her language for this school year. So next under English is literature, speech, and composition. So this coming school year, our family will participate in a homeschool co-op. And so this is a cooperative group where different homeschooling families will get together and learn certain subjects. And one of the classes that Christiana will be taking in this co-op is a writing class. And this writing class will be going through the curriculum. It's the Institute for Excellence in Writing, and this is the Following Narnia Volume 1, The Lion's Song. Now, we have been doing IEW, the Institute for Excellence in Writing. We've been using this format for writing for many years in our homeschool. I love this. And so I'm excited that Christiana will be going through the material, learning writing with a different teacher. It won't be me and it won't be the DVDs of Mr. Pudawa teaching. So I'm really excited about that. And I know that she's excited about this too because she absolutely loves Narnia. So she's really excited about the subject matter that they will be writing about this coming school year. So in her IEW writing class in co-op, Christiana will cover literature, speech, and composition. Now, something else I have for this coming school year for her for the subject of literature is a reading list. This 2023-2024 Passionate Penny Pincher Academic Planner will look somewhat familiar if you saw my curriculum list for last year for my 6th grader, because during the middle school years for Christiana, I decided that I wanted to teach her how to use a planner and how to keep track of her own assignments and schoolwork and just start building that independence. And so I got her a planner last year. It worked really well. I wanted to continue that this coming school year. So at the back of this planner, there are a few extra pages for notes. And what I did last year is I just took one of these note pages and I just made a reading list for her. So Christiana reads so much throughout the year. This will not be an exhaustive list of what she reads for the year, but this will be the required reading that I have for her for this coming school year. Some of these books will be books that she will need to read through for different classes in our co-op. Some of it will be books that I just want her to read for the year. So I'm planning to go ahead and put together a video of how I choose our family read alouds and how I choose the books for a reading list for my kids, but that will be something that I have here is a reading list for her for the 7th grade. So the next subject that I have here is math, and this year Christiana will be doing the Saxon Math 8-7, and I also have purchased the Dive CD for her to use with Saxon Math. So that's the only thing different this year is that she will have the Dive CD to help assist her in her math work. But otherwise it's the same as last year as far as Saxon Math. If you're interested in more details, information about the Saxon Math program, then I have an entire video dedicated to just sharing all of the details on more about how the program is set up and why we use it in our homeschool. So I'll put a link if you're interested in learning more about Saxon Math. So the next subject I have here is social studies. And for social studies this coming school year, Christiana will be doing a history class in co-op. And the history class will be going through the Mystery of History Volume 2, and this is the early church and the Middle Ages. So she'll be studying the Middle Ages, and this encompasses both geography and history for this school year. And so she's really excited about doing a history class in a co-op setting, so that will be really fun. This coming school year, my younger kiddos will be going through the story of the world history, and so this will be the first year that we do 2 separate history curriculums. Now, that being said, they're both going through the Middle Age, like all of my kids will be studying the Middle Ages, and so there's some overlap in the curriculums. Obviously, we're talking about the same span of time in history, but there will definitely be times when she's learning about some events or people and we will be learning about something different. And so I'm really curious to see how this school year works as we do 2 separate histories. I'm hoping that it works really well. I'm hoping that we all are learning the same things, we're learning at different levels, and we can really just feed off of each other to encourage and learn more and enjoy learning about history. But yeah, I'm really curious to see how that works out in our homeschool, specifically even just logistically, like how it will be that we read through 2 history textbooks this coming school year. So we'll see. So that's what Christiana will be doing this school year for history and geography. And also under social studies is civics. And I'm not planning to do any curriculum that is specifically civics for this coming school year. I am kind of anticipating that that will be something that we do a deep dive into next year, and so we won't be focusing on civics this coming school year. So the next subject I have here is science, and Christiana will be taking a science class again in co-op. And so her class will be going through Apologia's Exploring Creation with Chemistry and Physics. It's the middle school chemistry and physics textbook. Christiana absolutely loves science, and so she's really excited about participating in a science class with our co-op. So I'm looking forward to that for her for this coming school year. So next I have here physical development, and that will include safety, so fire safety. It will include health and physiology and physical education. So last year we did the Good and the Beautiful's safety elective. So I'm not planning to cover that again. It was a really great study. It was a great unit study. It was well put together, and we did it in a really fun format. But I'm not planning to do anything specific as far as safety. Every year we are required to cover fire safety in our homeschool, and so we will definitely cover that. Usually October is Fire Safety Awareness Month, and so there are a lot of local activities and things to participate in to go over fire safety for our kids. So we will be participating in that, but there's not a specific curriculum that we will be doing for safety for this school year. So next is health and physiology, and Christiana and I will be going through The Care and Keeping of You. This is a book put out by the American Girl company, and so I found the book and I want to go through it with my girls, and so this is something that we're doing together, just the three of us, where we talk about health and physiology. And so that's something that we will do this coming school year. So after health and physiology is physical education. And I'll get into this in a different video, but this was something that I was not really pushing this coming school year. Christiana participated in a Spartan race where she did a 2-mile race, and she did a really great job. She really enjoyed it. She enjoys working out with her dad and running with him and things like that. That being said, we weren't planning to do anything formal when it comes to physical development PE for her for this coming school year. We participate in a homeschool meetup where twice a month we meet together and the kids have gym time. And so I was really planning that to be what she does for physical development this year. However, after doing a bunch of research and learning more about the stage of life and middle schoolers and her brain and how her brain is growing and functioning right now, my husband and I have been talking about maybe doing some sort of gymnastics class. And so gymnastics or dance, we're really looking into having some sort of structured PE for her for this coming school year. So next is a foreign language, and we will be studying Spanish this year. Christiana is desperately wanting to learn a different language, and so I decided that Spanish would be a really good option for all of my kids for a foreign language this year. And so we will be doing the Learnables Spanish for this coming school year. So next year I have fine arts, and this includes music and art and drama and all of that sort of thing. Christiana is very artistic. God has really gifted her in that side of her brain where she's a very artsy person. She loves to create things with her hands, and she's very skilled at it. Christiana is going to be participating in piano lessons this coming school year. She has done piano for, I think, 3 years now, maybe 4 years. So she will be continuing with piano lessons. Art, I don't have a specific curriculum that Christiana will be going through for this coming school year for art. I have been trying to figure out how in the world that we could do an art class with Christiana's great-grandfather. He was a commercial artist, and I was planning to do some art lessons over the summer, and that just never happened. And so this coming school year, I would love for her to take art lessons from him, just to be able to spend time with him doing something that they both love. And so we'll see how that works for this coming school year. So the next subject I have listed here is life skills. And the two things I have listed under life skills are typing and cooking. Now, honestly, these are not the life skills that I'm going to be focusing on this year. After doing a bunch more research, I've changed the direction that I want to be going this year with Christiana as far as the skills I want her to be working on. So I'll share a little bit more about that in a coming video, but that's not necessarily what we are focusing on for her life skills this coming school year. So if you're interested in why we're changing the life skills that I was going to focus on this coming school year and what we do instead, then don't forget to subscribe to Born for Homeschool. So the last subject I have listed here is Bible. And there are 3 things that I have listed here for Bible for Christiana. The first is our Answers in Genesis family devotions. And this is, we're almost onto this book 2 of the Answers in Genesis family devotions. We've just been going through this together as a family. My husband usually leads this around breakfast time. And so this has been an amazing curriculum of, it's not just Bible and apologetics and truth, but it's just history and a little bit of science mixed in. It's been a really good curriculum for us to go through as a family. And so we'll continue that this coming school year. Also, I really want to be working on helping my girls build the skill of personal devotions this coming school year. So we will be doing that together, or I will be teaching them and kind of leading them in what personal devotions are and how they can do that in a way that suits them and their personality. And so that will be something else that we work on together this coming school year. And then the final thing I have here is memory work. And Christiana has been working so hard on a list of memory work that she has from our church. It's for the children's department, and she's moving out of the children's department as a middle schooler. And so she is going to finish that list of the scripture memory that she's been working on this past school year. So we already know the memory work that she's going to be working on, and that will be something that she does for her Bible curriculum this year. Well, I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Born for Homeschool if you are looking for more tips and tricks, information, and encouragement as you do your homeschool this coming school year. Thanks so much for being here today. I'm so grateful you're here, and I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you again in my next video.